Hey, what's going on, guys? California Flipper here, bringing you guys another video. So in today's video, I kind of wanted to do like a story time, and I kind of want to do these a little more on my YouTube channel, just to kind of get a little more closer with my subscribers and just kind of just be a little more out there with my content, which I am totally fine with. Kind of talk about my experiences and some things that I wish I would have knew or done differently in my business and just in general. So I wanted to talk about when I first started reselling and how hard it actually was to start reselling. A lot of us, you know, when we first start, we see these bigger resellers that are doing some good numbers, big numbers, and we may get unmotivated or just discouraged and not really ever get that motivation to really just keep going and pushing forward and, you know, making those numbers ourselves. And that's what happened to me for the first year. I saw these resellers doing $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a month or more, and I'm like, man, how are they doing that, you know? And I would ask questions and nobody ever wanted to help me out, or they would give me like really simple answers that I didn't think at the time really meant anything. And I just felt like everybody was just out for themselves and nobody wanted to help anybody. So that's a reason why I wanted to create this YouTube channel. So let's get right into it. I wanted to talk about when I first started. So when I first started, it was super hard. When I quit my job, I worked at this job for like 3 months and I was really miserable. I landed up quitting after like 3 or 4 months or so, and I went full-time reselling. Huge risk, but I thought about the worst case scenario. And the worst case scenario at that time was, what's the worst that could happen if this business fails? If it fails and nothing, you know, comes of it, I could just go back to work. And at the time, I'm like, you know, I just need to make like $2,000 profit a month. And at the time when I was part-time, I was making like $1,000 profit a month. So I was like, man, if I go full-time, I could easily make $2,000 a month. And you know, because I'll have more time sourcing and I'll have more time, you know, to look for deals and things like that. And at that time, I was sourcing everything at thrift stores, flea markets, OfferUp, Facebook, everything pretty much. And I was selling everything: clothes, shoes, sporting goods, anything you could think of, I was selling it. And that was my first mistake that I made in my reselling business. And if you guys have been watching me now, you guys know I've been selling video games, and that's all I sell for the past 2 years. But anyways, I landed up making like $35,000 in gross sales. So after fees, shipping, cost of goods, returns, all that stuff, I landed up making, I think, like probably like $18,000 to $20,000 profit. So that's not a lot of money, especially when you have a house to take care of, kids, and all that stuff. I had no money saved. There was times where I had to put down inventory inside of a store because I'll get like a return, like I'll have like $100 in my PayPal, or $150, and I would go out sourcing, you know, to get inventory to sell and make more money, obviously. And I would get like a return for $50, $60, $70, or VCR or something. And then, you know, I have $30 left, and, you know, me being a parent and somebody that needs to buy diapers and have a little bit of money for food, you know, I had to drop everything and pretty much leave. And those were hard times, man. And not having no money saved, you know, investing everything back in the business, everything I made back into the business, I'd have to pay my bills to, so that would cut me back down. So, I have $500-600, then I have to pay a bill, and then I have to, you know, buy inventory and all this stuff. And it was really hard at first for my first like year and a half of reselling, but my first year was hard. And I jumped into, I know I'm ranting along a little bit here, but if you guys enjoy these types of videos, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Just trying to drop some knowledge and some inspiration for you guys. So I'd appreciate a like if you guys enjoy these videos. But anyways, back to it. I started selling VCRs and VCR DVD combos. Those things do very well. I'll buy like the universal remotes from the dollar store. They're like $2. Put it with the unit, test it out, and you know, sell them. And I was getting $50, $60, $70, upwards to, you know, $90 to $100+ for the combo players. I've even sold ones that were brand new in the box. So I made some pretty good money selling VCRs. But then I started getting a crap ton of returns, like returns left and right. 1 a day, 2 a day, 3 a day. They're broken or they don't work or any, stuff like that. I packed them the best I can. Those things are extremely fragile. And I tested them out, obviously, before I sold them and took pictures of that as well. But anyways, I was getting just either scammed or just horrible luck. And I had to shut down that eBay store because I was negative like $500-600. And mind you guys know that was my only income. And so I couldn't, every time something sold new, it would just go towards that negative balance. So if I was negative $600, something sold for 20, well, guess what? Now I'm negative 580. So I'm still in that hole. So I had to shut down that whole store and start a whole new store, a whole new PayPal. That later caught up to me later on when I started the second store, because PayPal and eBay found out that I had a second store I opened up, and I didn't land up paying the $600 that I owed. Right? So what I did is I just landed up paying the whole $600, because at the second store I was starting to do a little better and getting some traction. But my second store almost got suspended because of that, and it was on hold actually, to where I couldn't list or sell anything until I paid that balance. So luckily I paid the balance and everything's all good now, obviously. And yeah, that first store had like a couple hundred feedback, and now my second store is a lot bigger now, obviously. But yeah, guys, my car got repossessed. I couldn't make the payments. My first store got shut down. So I just want to let you guys know, man, wherever you are, however hard things get, just keep going. I know it's hard. I know it's tough, but just keep going and keep pushing forward. Have a plan, have goals, and work hard and ask questions, man. Ask questions to people that you look up to, myself or whoever else you may watch. And because I like to help people out. That's why I made this channel. So just a little video for you guys, man. If I could come from a car repossession, a store closing down because I can't pay the fees and debts, to now having over a 6-figure reselling business, and it keeps growing, and I want it to keep growing. The goal is to do $200,000 in sales this year. It's a big goal for me. Last year I did a little over 100,000. This year we're at about almost 90,000, and we still have 6 months in the year, so I got to amp some things up. But I love you guys. Thank you guys if you guys made it all the way to the end. I really appreciate it. We're almost at 900 subs, and I really appreciate every one of you guys. I love you guys. Hope you guys are all doing great, and I'll see you guys very, very soon in the next video. Peace.